Hello, fellow fact junkies. Welcome to our treasure chest of mind-boggling, jaw-dropping, and utterly crazy facts part 4. In 2012, during a flight from China to Africa, a man decided to wear a staggering 60 shirts and 9 pairs of jeans throughout an 11.5-hour flight because he didn't want to pay for extra baggage. Let me know in the comments how many you can wear at the same time. In a bizarre turn of events, after losing a drunken poker bet, a New Zealand man had his name legally changed to Full Metal Havoc, more sexy and intelligent than Spock and all the superheroes combined with Frost Nova in 2009. All 99 characters of his unique name are now reflected on his official IDs. Skydiving on a Sunday is apparently illegal for single women in Florida. Unmarried women caught committing this crime can face imprisonment or fines. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC website, has a zombie preparedness section. It uses the popularity of zombies in pop culture to educate the public about real-life emergency readiness. Next bizarre fact is about Manish Sethi, founder of wearable devices brand Pavlok. He hired a woman to slap him in the face for $8 an hour every time he attempted to check Facebook while at work. He claims that this unconventional strategy dramatically increased his productivity by 98%. What's your thought on this? Let's talk about the seemingly innocent yet dangerous fruit banana. Did you know, in 2001 alone, there were over 300 banana-related accidents reported in Britain, primarily involving people slipping on banana skins? In space, the phrase silent but deadly gains a whole new meaning when it comes to astronaut farts. Unlike on Earth, where they are merely smelly inconveniences, in space, the confined environment of a spacesuit turns them into ticking time bombs. As a result, astronauts are banned from consuming beans before and during space travel. You're probably familiar with condoms as a common form of birth control. But I bet you didn't know that in 2000 BC, ancient Egyptians used crocodile dung as one of the earliest forms of contraceptives. Yep, they were the OGs of unconventional birth control. Speaking of reproduction activities, a Russian woman holds the record for the largest number of children born to one woman. Between 1725 and 1765, she gave birth to an astonishing total of 69 children. Her remarkable feat includes 16 sets of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets. Gary Kreeman, the founder of Match.com, had an unforeseen experience with his own platform. Despite creating a platform to help people find love, he found himself on the other side of the equation when his girlfriend left him for someone she met on Match.com. It's like the universe decided to play the ultimate prank on him. Have you ever struggled to recall a word, only to have it slip tantalizingly out of reach? This frustrating experience has a name: lethalogica. This term describes the temporary state of being unable to remember the exact word you're looking for. Did you know minus 40 degrees Celsius is exactly the same as minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit? Cold is cold, no matter which scale you use. In the average lifetime, a person will walk the equivalent of approximately 110,000 miles, which is roughly equivalent to circling the Earth's equator about 5 times. Even in death, the human body can exhibit surprising phenomena. After death, it's not uncommon for hair and nails to appear to grow. This is due to the drying and shrinking of the skin, which causes the hair and nails to retract, giving the illusion of growth. However, this isn't growth, it's the body's postmortem changes. Have you ever held a seashell to your ear and been mesmerized by the sound of the ocean? Surprisingly, that soothing roar is not the sound of the sea, but rather the echo of your own body. When you place a seashell or any cup-shaped object against your ear, it amplifies the sound of blood rushing through the veins near your ear. Lobsters, known for their interesting behaviors, use their urine to convey messages to each other. Specifically, they communicate by releasing urine from the bladders located on each side of their heads. In the vast expanse of the North Atlantic Ocean, a rare phenomenon occurs in the form of the bright blue lobster. These striking creatures are a true marvel of nature, with only one in every 5,000 North Atlantic lobsters exhibiting this vibrant hue. Studies have shown that children tend to grow faster during the springtime. This phenomenon is believed to be linked to factors such as increased daylight, warmer temperatures, and changes in diet and physical activity levels. The elephant is the only animal with 4 knees. Both their front and back legs have knees that bend in the same direction, giving them a distinctive gait and remarkable flexibility for such large animals. After baby koalas are born, their parents feed them poop. This might sound strange, but it's an important part of their diet. Although a loofah may appear to be a dried sea creature, it is actually made from a vegetable. Specifically, loofahs are crafted from the fibrous flesh of mature Luffa aegyptiaca and L. cylindrica gourds. Lachinophobia, the fear of vegetables, was diagnosed in a woman in 2009. Despite this, she managed to overcome her phobia due to the responsibility of caring for her baby. Rubik probably felt like he was in a never-ending puzzle loop for a month trying to solve his cube. The current record holder can solve the puzzle before you can finish this sentence. 3.13 seconds, to be exact. Tug of war, a traditional and competitive team sport, was featured as an Olympic sport between 1900 and 1920. Ever wonder why airplane food doesn't quite hit the spot? Well, during flights, you can lose up to 30% of your taste buds, leaving your sense of taste somewhere between takeoff and landing. According to Guinness World Records, set has the largest number of meanings of any word in the English language, with 430 different senses listed in the 1989 edition of the second edition of the Oxford English Dictionary. A little dash of nutmeg in a pumpkin pie or on your eggnog can give it some extra flavor and a lovely spicy scent. However, too much nutmeg can be toxic. 2 to 3 teaspoons of raw nutmeg can induce hallucinations, convulsions, pain, nausea, and paranoia that can last for several days. Actual fatalities are rare, but they have happened. Get this. If you were to line up all the Oreo cookies ever made, they would be long enough to span 5 round trips to the moon and back. The human body is in a constant state of renewal and regeneration. Every year, about 98% of the atoms in your body are replaced. Research suggests that there may be a correlation between handedness and lifespan, with right-handed individuals tending to live 9 years longer, on average, than left-handed individuals. Intriguing fact about honey is that a single teaspoon of it represents the life work of approximately 12 bees. Most pandas found in zoos outside of China are actually on loan from China. The loan agreements typically involve pandas being sent to foreign zoos for a set period, after which any cubs born during their stay belong to China. Ever wondered which animals don't have belly buttons? It's the egg layers like birds, reptiles, and monotremes such as the platypus and echidna. Unlike mammals, these creatures never have belly buttons at all. Believe it or not, some people tend to fear spiders more than they fear death itself. It's like saying, I'm not afraid to take on the Grim Reaper, but please keep that spider away from me. Let me know what you fear the most. Giraffes are known for their long necks, but they also have long tongues. Their tongues can be between 18 and 20 inches long, which helps them grasp and pull leaves from tall trees. On an average day, Americans collectively consume enough pizza to cover an area of 18 acres, showcasing the nation's love for this iconic dish. And speaking of pizza, the cheesiest pizza on record was adorned with a whopping 154 different varieties of cheese, making it a true indulgence for cheese lovers everywhere. There's a fascinating coincidence around the name Rome. You can find a city called Rome on every continent except Antarctica. Here's a secret tip. If you're ever feeling shortchanged on height, just wait until morning. Humans are typically 1 to 2 centimeters taller in the morning than they are at night. The acidity of stomach acid is strong enough to dissolve many materials, including metals like iron and steel. But when it meets chewing gum, it's like, nope, not my job. The White House has its own movie theater, known as the White House Family Theater. It was originally a cloakroom, but President Franklin D. Roosevelt converted it into a theater in 1942. In your lifetime, you'll spend about 25 years sleeping, unless you decide to have a bunch of kids, then it might feel more like 25 minutes of sleep a day. Either way, it's time to get up and seize the day. Thanks for joining us on this wild ride of mind-bending facts. Share your most astonishing fact in the comments below, and stay tuned for crazier revelations. See you next time.